everyone, I am Nishu and today I am going to move ahead with the same kingdom fungi, with the next topic, habitat. Now let us see that how the organisms of kingdom fungi, where they survive. Now if I talk about habitat, then they are found in soil, wood, leather, food stuff, vegetables, pickles, etc. So these are the things on which your fungi can grow. So can you imagine that in which type of environment do the fungi grow? Yes, they especially grow in presence of moisture. In presence of moisture. Sometimes they are even parasitic. And can be found inside the body of plants, animals. So these are the various types of habitat where your kingdom fungi organisms can survive. So soil, wood, leather, foodstuff, all these items. And you know this, that in all these different type of items, moisture is present, and especially in presence of moisture, the fungus can grow properly in all these different types of articles or food items. And sometimes some of the species of the fungi are even parasitic inside the body of plants and animals. Now let us discuss about your nutrition. So if I start with nutrition, then your organisms are heterotrophic. Organisms are heterotrophic. Why they are heterotrophic? Because chlorophyll is absent. It means that they are achlorophyllous. Now, if they are heterotrophic, then by which mode of nutrition they will be taking? So, they are saprophytes. They are saprophytes. And you know what are saprophytes? Obtain food from dead and decomposed materials like your food stuff, wood, etc. So they are deriving their nutrition from the dead and decomposed materials of the living organisms. So it is a type of saprophyte. And again I told you that they are parasitic. And being parasitic, they are present inside body of plants, animals, and how do they derive their nutrition in case of parasites? They derive their nutrition with the help of Haustoria. And in saprophytic, they are absorptive type. Absorption takes place. Absorptive type. Absorptive type. This is a type of nutrition which is taking place in case of kingdom fungi. They are heterotrophic because chlorophyll is absent. So which mode of nutrition they are having? They are having saprophytic nutrition mode or parasitic nutrition mode. Two modes are present. You know that in saprophytes, dead and decomposed nutrition takes place. Animal feeds upon dead and decomposed material, and how? By absorbing the nutrient from the living organism. And in parasitic, they are found inside the body of plant and animal, and these plants and animal will be behaving like a host. And how do they derive nutrition? With the help of haustoria. They derive their food by haustoria. Now let us discuss about the types of parasites. Now in form of chart I will be showing you all that this is a parasite, and these parasites can be divided into two types. One is ectoparasite and the other one is endoparasite. Now parasite, the meaning of parasite you are knowing that the organism which is depending on the other organism. How? By taking shelter inside the body of an organism, and then host they are taking shelter, and then in turn they are harming them. So your parasite is that. And what do you mean by ecto? Ecto means outside and endo means inside. So what is this? Now these type of parasites are found where? Found outside the body of organisms. And what is endo? Found inside the body of organisms. Now I am leaving this ectoparasite. The most important is endoparasite. Now these endoparasites can be divided into three types. The first type is obligate parasite. Obligate means compulsorily, necessary. And these type of fungus is completely parasite on the host. They are not dependent on any other things. So they are completely dependent on host or other living organisms. Now the second type is facultative saprophyte. Now what do you mean by the term facultative? Facultative means optionally. Now what is this facultative saprophyte? Organisms will be behaving like parasite, but if parasitic condition is not available, then they can also behave like saprophytes. They are parasite, but if parasitic condition is not available, if any body is not available to it, then they can behave like saprophyte. They can convert their food method and they can behave like saprophytic organisms. And the third case is facultative parasite. So organisms are saprophyte. Here the organisms are originally saprophyte, but they can also behave like parasites. This is what your types of parasitic organism means. I'll again repeat that parasite. I told you that your fungus is heterotrophic and they are having saprophytic and parasitic mode of nutrition. Saprophytic is okay, that they are depending on the dead and decomposed material by absorption process. They are deriving nutrition from the dead and decomposed living organisms. But when I talk about parasitic, so parasitic is what? Parasitics are those who is dependent on the other organism for the food, and in turn they are harming it. They are parasite over there. So this parasite is of two types. One is ectoparasite and the other one is endoparasite. Ecto means outside. So this type of parasitic fungus will be growing on the body outside of the living organism. And when I am talking about endoparasite, then this type of parasites will be growing inside the body of the organisms. So I am discussing about the endoparasite. That endoparasite is divided into three types: obligate parasite, facultative saprophyte and facultative parasite. Now obligate is compulsory. It is necessary that the organisms will be dependent on the host. They are necessarily parasite. They are not, if any mode is changing, they are not going to change itself. They are completely parasitic on the living organism. They are deriving their nutrition from the other organism only by your parasitic mode. But when I talk about facultative saprophyte and facultative parasite, always remember this term, saprophyte. They are parasite, but they are behaving like saprophyte. This saprophyte is the conversion part. They are the organism, the fungus is parasite by body nature, basic nature. But if that parasitic mode animal and organisms are not available to it, then they can derive their nutrition from dead decomposed organisms also. So they can behave like saprophyte. So this is facultative saprophyte. And here facultative parasite, vice versa to it. Now organisms are saprophyte, but in condition if not available, then they will be behaving like parasite. Hope this is clear to you. Now I will be discussing about your symbiosis. Now talking about symbiosis. And what is symbiosis? Symbiosis means a type of mutual understanding which is taking place among the two type of organisms. Here I will be taking a association, a mutual understanding relationship between algae and fungi and the roots of higher plants. So in that case, if I am discussing about symbiosis, then having this mutual understanding relationship, fungus, one of the example will be lichen. This is very common example by the childhood you are studying. Lichen, it is an association between algae plus fungi. This is your lichen. Symbiotic relationship. Algae can prepare food because they are chlorophyllous, and fungi can spread. They are having large number of space to survive. So survivability or habitat it is providing, and food this is providing. So with mutual understanding, both of them are surviving, and lichen is the example here. And when I talk about the next one is mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza. This is an association between fungi plus roots of higher plants. And this is very important for the competitive point of view. Mycorrhiza. Here fungus will be association with the roots of higher plants, and higher plants you can take example of all the angiospermic plants. So with the roots of higher plants, your fungus is taking association and they are surviving by helping each other. So this was all about your symbiosis, and now I will be moving ahead with the cell structure, next general characteristic feature of kingdom fungi. So we shall now talk about cell structure. Now if I am discussing about cell structure, then structural organization is well developed. Structural organization. What do you mean by structural organization? It means that all the content all the content of the cell, like your protoplasm, cytoplasm, cell organelles present inside the cell, everything is well developed. So structural organization is well developed. Second, if I move on with the cell wall is present. Cell wall present. Cell wall composition. Cell wall made up of chitin. And what is chitin? Chitin is a type of fungal cellulose. It is a type of fungal cellulose. Chitin plus polysaccharide. Generally, all the fungal cell wall is made up of cellulose. But what is important? An exception is over here. And what is the exception? Exception is in the group of oomycetes. And where does this oomycetes is kept? In the group of phycomycetes. Hope you remember I discussed about phycomycetes, basidio and deuteromycetes. So this oomycetes is a group which is present in phycomycetes. Here your cell wall is made up of cellulose. This is exception and this is important. Star mark point question. That generally all the fungal body is made up of chitin and polysaccharide. But your oomycetes belonging to phycomycetes are made up of cellulose. This is important point over here. Now, what about cell division? Mitosis, cell division occurs during nuclear division. Mitosis takes place in this type of group of that is your fungi. So this was all about your cell structure. Now if I talk about flagella, then how many groups you are having? Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidio and Deuteromycetes. These 4 groups you are having. So flagella is present only in Phycomycetes. Flagella present only in Phycomycetes. And what is this Phycomycetes? It is a type of lower fungi. Hope you remember this. I have discussed this concept, lower fungi, higher fungi. And it is absent in higher fungi. It means your Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes, all these groups are not having flagella and they are absent in higher fungi. It means your Asco, Basidio and Deuteromycetes. So your flagella is only present in Phycomycetes organism. In rest 3 of the classes, your flagella is absent. Now, which type of flagella is present? Flagella present with 9+2 arrangement. Hope you remember this. Flagella present, I have discussed it before, present with 9+2 arrangement. I discussed that flagella is made up of tubulin, fibrils are there and these fibrils are arranged in 9+2 arrangement. In the center of the flagella, singlet, 2 fibrils were present and in the peripheral part, doublet, 9 fibrils were present. So this was your arrangement of the flagella. Then flagella is of 2 types. Organisms of fungi, flagella is of two types. And what are these types? This is important, you know it now. In the later part also it will be useful. So it is of two types. The first is whipless type and the second one is tinsel type. Now what do you mean by this? Whipless means a flagella having smooth surface. And what about tinsel? Flagella having rough surface. Now to make it more clear, let us understand by a diagram. If suppose this is your flagella. Now this flagella is not having a rough surface. It is smooth from all around. This type of structure is your whipless type. But when I discuss about your tinsel type, then your flagella will be long hair-like structure like this, but they will be having small hair present on them in this way. And the small tiny hairs make the surface of the flagella rough. So that is why this is your tinsel type and this is your whiplash type. So these are the two types of flagella which is present in the organisms of the kingdom fungi and in others also.